What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sammy, Socialite.
It's your boy, just JT.
And we here to bring you another episode of Hot Sauce. You know, keep that shit hot and spicy. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, today is a good day. We got our brands on today. You know, I got my Pastor Pen Media shirt. Shout out to my boy Kellen for making it. You know, if you need shirts, merchandise, let me know. I'll link you up with Kellen. My boy Just JT got his brand, his personal brand on his mask. You know, he's a brand himself. I mean, I'm a brand too. So, I mean,
we both brands. We just collaborate right now, but we are both people with brands. People who are coming up, creators who are coming up. So fuck with us while you can. We still try to make waves, but we just trying to tell you, fuck with us now while you still can, because when shit go up, we're ready.
If it's up, then it's stuck. You already know. Today is a special episode because we got a live studio audience. Woo! Shout out!
Shout out the audience.
Hey, so they here, they lit with us too. So if you hear some animated giggles and sound effects, just know we got a live studio audience.
We finally got a live studio audience. We growing up in the creative world.
Right. So the first thing we gonna pop this show off with, that day that I hate just happened, and it's Valentine's Day.
What passed? So
it passed, but I'm just saying, like, I freaking hate it.
Why you hate it? Tell me why you hate it.
I want to put Valentine's Day in a box. We're gonna wrap this box up and throw that bitch, because Valentine's Day is for lovers and people that are in relationships and yada 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 and all that, and everybody knows my love life is non-existent. And Valentine's Day was on a Sunday this year, and I thought I was gonna be okay.
You weren't okay?
I really wasn't. Like, I lost my best friend's father the day before.
Yeah.
He passed away, and that was weighing on me. And then, I was by myself for the most part of the day, and so I just had so much. Is that
normal? Like, I don't think that's normal for you, because you be active though.
I know.
I don't see you by yourself.
It was a Sunday, but because all my friends was with their husbands and wives or with their significant others. Like, I literally was in my bed, depressed, and I ain't gonna cap. I cried. And I don't know if it was just everything. I can't stand Valentine's Day. But shout out to the lady at work before Valentine's Day. She did give me cupcakes and a rose with baby's breath around it or whatever. And the flower people on Twitter was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And I was just like, yeah, it was nice. But nah, Valentine's Day is the worst day for me, being a single nigga. And people be trying to spice it up. Oh, it's Singles Awareness Day. We don't need no damn day. We know we single.
It's either Single Awareness Day or this one for the girls, Valentine's Day.
That's the new thing, right? Because
I had some homegirls in town that was visiting for one of my homegirls' birthdays. They had a whole Valentine's Day, Sunday and shit.
I saw people doing their Valentine's stuff, and I'm just like, that's cute too. But I mean, still couldn't participate in Valentine's Day either. So it's not like it's Valentine's Day. Niggas was with their girls out to eat with girls that ain't even their girls just because it was Valentine's Day. I got a whole homeboy that was at brunch and shit, and I'm like, nigga, you ain't had no girlfriend all year. You just taking hoes out willy-nilly for brunch?
I mean, hey, sometimes some niggas want to take their quote-unquote bestie out.
Bestie? Well, I wanted to go out, but, my bestie's in a different city, and it's cool, but whatever. How was your Valentine's Day since you all wifed up?
Well, to put it short, Valentine's Day was really good. Valentine's Day was my last day ever working a fucking job that I ain't got ever do shit for that. A job that had shit to do with my dreams and goals. So that was the last day working that bullshit. And Valentine's Day, after that, Valentine's Day was good. Got the wifey some flowers, got her some wine, got her a little teddy bear and shit. gift card. Well, a card. Her favorite ice cream. Took out the yard house. Got back to the crib, drinking and chilling and just vibing. I can pretty much guarantee what you can pretty much just figure out what happened after that. So.
Sounds like a nice little Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm not gonna hate. It made me tear up a little. It's just so. One day I
feel you though, cause I was in your shoes not that long ago, like 2-3 years ago. So
exactly. Like I said, you just popped out with Shawty and now she wifey. I loved it though. Like that's dope. And you was posting her all over the socials. Like I was like, ooh, yes, post your lover. We love to see it.
Hey man, I love my lady out loud, man. That's the point, man.
That's great. You know, I posted myself on Valentine's Day. You know.
Could just went out with the homies, get drunk, get lit.
There was no homies.
Oh yeah, that's what they women. That's what they women. That's what they women. Their wives, their husbands.
I ain't gonna lie. I did. Okay, so my Valentine's Day was garbage up until probably like 6 o'clock, and I did actually go hang out with some friends, and we did get lit or whatever. But but it wasn't what I wanted to do for Valentine's Day. Like I am a lover too. Like Scorpios have a lot of love to give to people, and I like giving gifts to people I
love to people.
Like. Wow, not the Aquarius calling me a sociopath.
That's what most people look at Scorpios as, though. Not you specifically, Scorpios.
I'm just saying, it's really crazy that an Aquarius got something to say when they're the crazy motherfuckers.
I mean, we're in the season of Aquarius right now. It's still Aquarius
season. Still fucking Aquarius season. Like, can we get the hell? We've done like 4 shows in Aquarius season. Like, what the fuck?
It's been a celebration, brother. It's been a new transition. It's Aquarius season. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're doing all types of Aquarius ass shit. I love it.
So speaking of Aquarius season, so y'all don't even know, me and this motherfucker ran into each other at BQE on one Sunday during the month.
Saturday.
It was a Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
That makes it even worse. It was a freaking Saturday.
2 weeks ago.
We just wanted to have brunch. I was going with my homegirl for her birthday. And, we had a reservation. The people were there. But, of course, BQE doing what they do. Oh, we're overbooked. It's strict policy, blah, blah, blah. I walk out of BQE to see this motherfucker and his wifey. And they just, I turned my head. They done walked their ass up in the restaurant and sat down. I'm like, ugh, JT more famous than me? Like, how he get to see? And I couldn't, Socialite couldn't get to see. Like, that really grinded my gears. But I ain't gonna hate because it was Aquarius season. And I guess that was your good fortune.
Well, let me tell y'all the real story. Me and my lady pulled up to brunch because her friend was in town. Her friend was with her boyfriend, and she was helping her friend celebrating their birthday, which was Aquarius season, yes. When we pulled up, Sam was outside. They were trying to get in. We said, what's up? We said, what's up? How you doing? Then we walked in, we got sat down, and we turned the fuck up. Then we left, went through a whole ass day.
Well, I'm glad y'all had fun. We went to Atlantis, which to all the people coming to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend, I would not suggest going to BQE or Atlantis for brunch because you will be disappointed in both.
I've been to Atlantis before. I was kind of turned me off.
I'm trying to figure out why Atlanta think they Los Angeles or something because these prices.
Black Hollywood, nigga.
These prices is
Black Hollywood,
wild.
Nigga. Black Hollywood, bro. Like we had a whole group. Last time we went to Atlantis. Like the prices was just insane. I was just like
you gotta pay the price of a meal to park, first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's not downtown, it's in Buckhead-ish. So
Buckhead, Midtown.
Right, it don't got parking on the street. So you got to pay to park.
Hey, crazy thing is, like, the whole time, like, the area, like, where Atlantis is, I had no idea it was there the whole entire time. So I kept hearing about Atlantis. I ain't never seen where the spot was until one random day, I think last year, when I went by Midtown Bowling. And the dude who did security told us it was like right across the street. I'm like, wait, he's right across the street?
Right.
I've been wanting to go to Lance because I heard about it, but I found out the park is small as hell. The spot is, I mean,
go back.
I don't know, man.
But like I was saying, you know, it's official now that they're having All-Star Weekend for the NBA.
You see what our mayor's been saying, talking about she's trying to advise people not to go out. And it's like,
who's mayor?
Atlanta.
Oh, the city of Atlanta.
Miss Bottoms.
Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms. Don't forget the Lance Bottom, because you know if you just call her Bottom, honey, you know it's a whole community out here that get excited.
On that note, let me take a drink there. On that note, let me take a drink there. My goodness.
But yes, I did see what she said. She said that this is a TV only event. Don't pull up to Atlanta thinking you finna party, cause you not gonna party. Allegedly, is what she said. But
that's cap.
You're right. It is big cap, because how she gonna tell somebody they can't party when the city is open?
The city is wide the fuck open.
They not closing nothing.
They're not doing no time soon. And these these promoters have already got events booked. If you think for 1 second these players are staying inside their hotels, you got them all the way booked.
But you know, that is the one thing that I do think is gonna actually happen. I do actually think the players, like the NBA players that are actually a part of the All-Star game, I think that they're actually going to follow the rules. Yeah. Now, it's the other players that's coming to All-Star Weekend that's not in the game that they're going to have to worry about. Even though
they're going to find ways to sneak around the rules. They're going to find ways to try to sneak around to go out.
I'll help.
Ain't no way else.
Call me. Y'all need somebody to sneak you out the hotel room? I got you.
Hey, bro, ain't no way else someone like James Harden gonna stay his ass in the room.
James Harden,
he gonna be with Lil Baby them.
First of all, James Harden needs to be worried about if he gonna even make the All-Star team. So let's go there, cause he missed the first few weeks of the season trying to get traded out of Houston.
I feel no. Like that time, I feel no.
So what you doing for All-Star Weekend? Cause you know, this is our time. Like, we've always, like, we haven't had All-Star in Atlanta since 2003. You weren't in Atlanta in 2003.
I wasn't. I was still sure.
I was a wee little teenager who wasn't participating in All-Star Weekend. Like, this is my dream. I've always wanted to go to All-Star Weekend.
To be honest.
And I ain't gonna be here.
To be honest, man, like, if it wasn't for COVID, it would go up. But I mean, it's still gonna go up for real. But like, because of COVID, it's like it's conflicting. It's like you want to be outside, but at the same time, it's still COVID though. But then again, it's like I can't say I've been out a few times.
Exactly, because I seen you at BQE, but you had on your mask. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be safe.
We gotta be safe, but
this city, everybody else don't give a fuck.
Atlanta, they don't. But we talked about that before. I still be terrified, but like I said, I ain't gonna be here. I'm be in LA. I mean, no. I'm lying. That's gonna be another shirt. I'm going to be in Las Vegas the weekend that All-Star Weekend is in Atlanta.
What you doing in Vegas?
It's my Pisces brother birthday, so we gotta go celebrate his 30th at Vegas.
Oh, it's Pisces. Oh, damn.
In March, it's gonna be
getting boring after that.
Oh my God.
At the cruise ship, it's like I don't give a fuck.
Imagine an Aquarius.
I don't give a fuck about nothing else till
Scorpio
I guess,
season. Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck about nothing else till Aries, Geminis, Cancers, Scorpios.
Okay, well you slid us in there because I don't know about these other ones.
And I guess Taurus, but Taurus, I call them toxic Taurus because all of them just crazy as hell. All the ones I know.
Delusion. Anyhow, but yeah, I'm be lit in Vegas with my mask on because but I mean I'm gonna need one of them. I'm gonna have to call your wifey and see who the plug on the mask.
You can arrange that.
Yeah, because I know that's I know that's who gave that to you.
Yeah, it was a gift. But once I get in a better place, merch will come soon now. we will figure it out though.
On the subject of All-Star Weekend though, I just want to throw this in there. You know, I got my own sports show, so we don't really talk about sports on here like that.
Right.
But
good sports go support my man shit.
No, in this sports chat, we're doing numbers. Go check us out. All I'm gonna say is the NBA is having an issue right now because while the NBA itself has they've been vocal about people getting vaccines, none of the top players of the NBA have come out and said that they support vaccines. So yeah, they're doing all these all-star plans, but ain't nobody getting vaccinated.
Man, it's a mess right now. But you know, Adam Silver pretty much now, he's pretty much turned into Roger Goodell. Pretty much Roger Goodell from the NFL.
You think so?
Well, it's been like that the whole time. The only difference is he's been appeasing to other players, and everybody's been looking at him as like this quote unquote woke.
I mean, he supports Black Lives Matter, unlike the NFL.
I haven't seen the Black Lives Matter thing since before
the bubble. It was in the bubble.
I know, but I don't see no Black Lives Matter in February.
Oh, because it's Black History Month.
Yep.
You would think that would say something, right?
Yep, but you know, at the end of the day, according to these professions, according to these big corporations, it's all about the money. According to the corporations, according to the governments, Congress, everybody else, who capitalism has a headlock on, it's all about the motherfucking money. As long as they're making money, they can give a damn about what COVID do to the people. As long as they get a check, little dead body won't hurt nobody. At least our pockets is filled. At least we make our quota. That's pretty much what the world is right now.
Well, at least we keep our government funded.
Fuck y'all niggas, bro.
Anyhow, enough about that.
Right.
Some more mess. You know, I like it messy and spicy. I just want to say that Simone, the people are hating on your message, and I just want to say that I've always agreed with your message. But what's the issue, JT?
Right message, wrong messenger.
Because when you're in the internet world, everything is always available. So even though all people, they grow, they change, their opinions grow and change. But if you're an internet person, you can't, it's like an unwritten rule that apparently you can't change. Like, if you believe something 2 years ago and you say something new today, they're gonna go back to 2 years ago and be like, but wait, you said this and that. So what's up?
Social media just thinks
it's toxic.
That and that they think something is so nuanced. They just think there's no in between. Like, I'm sorry, I've been drinking, so
you been drinking? Who drinking? We don't drink on this show.
Cap.
I'm having a cap today.
Well, I do though, but a lot of people don't think that they keep forgetting that humans are multifaceted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
They think there's no in between. Like, they don't think that they just think it's either on Twitter or social media. They think you're either good or you think you're bad. Yeah, to them it's no such thing.
So what did Simone say though?
She didn't say nothing wrong, but she's talking about she's talking about pretty much, you know, having standards and shit like that. And there's a lot of people on social media that were, first off, this is more so because of a lot of motherfuckers just don't like Simone. She's annoying. Her voice is annoying. And she's been, you know, she's kind of fucked her image up. So she's trying to come back. But according to Twitter, she's aligning herself with heterosexual cis men. Well, cis heterosexual men.
Because
to win back the race, she lost the women. She
don't think black men gonna save her. Black straight men, sorry. Because, you know, we gotta specify the differences because black.
And plus also, I see a lot of women defend that and say, you know, they have the standards, and they say that men are the ones who lack standards and this, that, and the third. In which cases, on one end, I do understand, but also on the other end, sometimes there's just some women out there that they want all this in the man, and they don't even bring shit to the table.
Right, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, she said that. Like, she was like, women always want a man that has a job and a man that is a family oriented and they're in shape, have a six pack and all that shit. And all she was saying is, how you gonna want all that, but you unemployed, your bank account in the red, you huffing and puffing walking up the steps, and etc. etc. Like, it is very valid that it is the person. Now,
here's the thing, let's make this clear. Everybody is entitled to have their own
opinion.
Everybody's entitled to have their own list of things that they want in somebody. They want it for a specific reason. So, you know, that people are entitled to that. I mean, if that's what they want, then who are you to say that they can't get it? Now having said that, just because you have those qualities you want, doesn't mean you're gonna actually really get it. You know what I'm saying? You might not get all the qualities. You might get like three or four out of five of them qualities. You might get three or four out of them. You might not get the full package. My thing, I don't really like talking about that shit, because I don't really like talking about dating in general, because with dating, you know, you just gotta take that shit with a grain of salt, because a lot of times, like, you have to really pick and choose the information you get from anybody from dating, because a lot of times dating, like, everybody has a different type of experience with dating, and so sometimes the advice may come from a place of bitterness, but sometimes the advice may come from, you know, a place of what they went through. But for the most part, to me personally, but this is just me speaking because I'm in a relationship and just see what I'm seeing. Most of this shit just comes from a place of bitterness. Motherfuckers damaged. Motherfuckers is still pissed at their last person that they was dealing with, playing them, and it's just a mess. This is why my brother Sammy, like, I pray that when you find the one, I want you to recognize the one, get the fuck out the game, because it's the Wild West out here, my brother. It is the Wild West. It's like, maybe, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I'm not one to talk shit about it, but like, it's just, the dating world of 2021 just seems like it's worse than ever, or people just, you know, making it a bigger deal of what it is, when a lot of times this is a lot of motherfuckers who have all this to say, who think they really have it going on, and they just cap it. And there's a lot of motherfuckers as well who aren't being honest with what their situations. They're blaming.
Drinking. You want to drink on this show?
Yeah, but there's a lot of folks that's not really honest with their situations and what they're dealing with, and saying most of the times it might be like either a man or woman. They say it's the man's fault or the woman's fault. But sometimes certain situations it might be that person's fault. They're not looking in the mirror,
right?
Because a lot of times when it comes to accountability, most times accountability is all about self-awareness. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are not self-aware. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I mean,
preaching.
I mean,
he is preaching, y'all. Y'all hear him? He is preaching today.
I mean, I just want to get my shit off for that. I don't like talking about dating like that because a lot of times it be a bunch of bullshit. So
I'm looking at the hole in your sort of.
That's some work. They don't see it, so.
Meanwhile, so do you think that the message would, like, who in the black woman community could have given that message without, what with like minimal to little backlash?
You talking about
B. Simone's message.
Oh.
Like, because you said it was the messenger, not per se the message. Like, what black woman would be able to give that message and people would be like, ooh, yeah, that's
JT. JT from Singer.
Not niggas want to fuck JT.
She wouldn't say no shit like that though, but like I'm saying, like with social media, I know she wouldn't say nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like in general, for example, like a lot of times on Twitter, a lot of people pick and choose because a lot of people when they like somebody, you know, they'll let folks get away with murder.
I don't think JT could get away with saying that shit. Like, I feel like she in the same boat as B. Simone. Like, they will go back and pull up her old tweets and be like,
no,
but wait,
here's what happened though.
You said
JT's old tweets leaked though. You remember that times it leaked?
No, and they're still leaking. I mean,
I know, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that JT's old tweets leaked, and like a lot of people who I follow, especially the women who talk shit all the time,
they burst it off.
They're just like, no, I'm not canceling JT. She's funny.
Because like it wasn't that the old tweets did not apply to the women though.
I know
they applied to
it's just random ass
gay people and niggas.
But the thing is, you know how some of them feel. They always like to talk shit about homophobia, this and the third. And JT and Carisha, they've had quite a bit of homophobic tweets to come out back then, but we're not holding that. I'm not gonna hold that over nobody's head because during that time, it's a lot of fucked up shit that happened.
You're not gonna hold it against their head. Why not? Because they have a gay friend named Santana.
No.
Shout out Saucy Santana. I see you watching. Thank you for supporting.
Thanks for supporting too, JT.
I don't think it's JT. I think it has to be like someone like. I think it has to be like a. I guess like a Riri or like maybe if Regina Hall came out and said some shit like that, women respect her.
To a degree.
Maybe Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Like if she had said that,
thing is,
people would have been like, "Oh dang, Issa said that. Maybe I should listen."
Yeah, but here's the thing: a lot of women on Twitter who I noticed they don't like that pick-me shit. They only agree on certain shit when it comes to bashing men.
Bruh, hoes literally be like on Twitter talking shit about niggas, bashing niggas, and be laid up under a nigga.
Yeah, I don't get it, but that's just what it is. Niggas live rent free in some of these women's heads, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Well,
I mean, here's the thing: some of the slander is valid though, because niggas be on some real.
It's a lot of shit. For every one nigga that ain't shit, there's a female that ain't shit too.
I know, but the thing is, a lot of women just like like to coddle ain't shit women more, and just use the excuse of, the men doing, why can't the women do it? Y'all don't give no women no pass. That's why they coddle women. Even they'll coddle they toxic ass friends. They'll justify half the fuck shit they do. They'll coddle. They'll justify it. It's double standard. It's double standard. It's just observations. I don't call it spicy. It's just observations that I made personally.
No. It ain't just you. That should be happening. We ain't gonna get on that. But
on Twitter, it's always the man's fault.
But nigga, because though, like, niggas do be ain't shit. Like,
they do though.
It is some crazy niggas on both sides of the fight. It is some crazy ass stories out here. Like, and it's for every woman that take their nigga back, it's a nigga that take their woman back. Like some crazy shit going on.
One thing I will say though, I just really wish women try not to act as if like they act like they're so much better than men. A lot of women are just the same as men. Like we're all one and the same in some form or fashion.
That's interesting.
To a degree.
My homeboy might agree with that point, and I just be like
men and women both ain't shit. Like to a certain degree,
the human race ain't shit.
I mean, obviously, human race ain't shit. I agree with that. But it's like, it's to a certain degree, men and women are one and the same.
Well, I'm a good boy. And so if anybody looking, if they trying to, get a good man or whatever, call me.
Call Sam.
Call me, beat me. If you want to reach me.
Alright, nigga.
Yeah. Anywho, I've been wanting to talk about this shit. I've been wanting to talk about this shit all day.
Okay.
Judas and the Black Messiah. Because, I I'm gonna start off by saying, if you haven't seen this movie, this is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Skip past this part if you haven't seen that movie. But if you've seen it, I really want to talk about it because me, as an African American male, growing up in predominantly white schools, outside of like high school and college was predominantly white or whatever, I never knew about the Fred Hampton story. And I never, because I never knew about it, I never went to go research it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for those out there that's being like, well, you gotta be researching stuff. Well, how the hell I'm gonna look something up on Google if I ain't know about it? Like, in all the black history I've learned, never heard about the Fred Hampton story or really much about the Black Panthers. Like, they really...
You never heard about the Black Panther story?
Bro, I promise you, Black Panthers
have you heard have you heard, like, at least a small amount of it? Like,
bruh, I didn't know about that story. I didn't. Like, and that's, like I said, people will be like, oh, you're ignorant. I don't think it's my ignorance. It's the fact that I just honestly didn't know, never was brought to my attention.
Here's the thing, you're probably not the only one.
Oh, I know.
You know you're not.
Because I'm a geek. Yeah. Like, I know a lot of unnecessary information. Yeah. Like, so for that, I didn't know about that. Yeah, and I just,
we can't judge you like that because, I mean, hey, if you don't know, I'm glad you saw the movie. Hey, and now you know.
That movie was something else, bro.
Even with knowing what it was about, knowing the story, bro, like, even watching the ending all the way down, like, bro, like, the shit was so fucking crazy and just, I'm sorry, white people are just fucking evil, dog.
Bro, okay, I'm sorry. But no, like, for real, though. Like, it wasn't, the white people was garbage.
They fucking evil.
But Will O'Brien, or, what, that's his name, William O'Neill. I'm sorry, oh my God. William O'Neill, I like, okay, coming from...
And for the people that was mad at Judas and the Black Messiah, the movie was about William O'Neill. It wasn't about Fred Hampton.
Right. But I like that though.
Yeah.
A lot of people did have an issue with it being about O'Neill and not Fred Hampton. But I got to know about both of them in the same movie. And William O'Neill's story is just as important as Fred Hampton's story because it didn't stop at Fred Hampton. Like, he was an informant for the FBI for multiple years after Hampton got killed. And it was like, that's a story, like, people always talk about no snitches coming from the streets. And I feel them, but you gotta be
plenty of William O'Neills, just like plenty of them.
Thank you. And that's what I'm saying, bro. So all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and you got to know. But let's talk about the movie though. Mm-hmm. The acting, A1. It was. The casting, amazing. The cinematography was amazing.
Fire.
The flow was amazing. Fire. It was a 2-hour movie. And I did not feel like I was watching a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that at all. Like, it didn't feel like that at all.
Like, the movie was dope. And shout out to Lakeith Stanfield. I
can't look at, this character, it was hard to watch. He played it too well.
Diabolical role, bruh. But I felt your anxiety. I felt your distaste in yourself, like, for being the snitch. Like, I really, like, felt that shit.
Yeah, because you get to see, like, his side of the story to where, you know, how he got in that situation, robbing cars, and the only way to get out was to take Fred Hampton down. And I know, watching him during them times, it's very conflicting.
That white man, though.
Yeah, him and that evil fucker, J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover was a wild motherfucker when he asked that question. Ask about his infant daughter about what are you gonna do when your daughter brings home a Negro. And he's like, but she's
not gonna.
She's an infant.
Exactly.
She was like, but she's an infant. He said, well, I don't care what you gonna do when she brings home a Negro. That's, bro, like, J. Edgar Hoover is like a different type of evil motherfucker, bro. And the fact that bitch ass motherfucker, him and them cops was able to get away with murdering Fred Hampton the way they did
in his sleep.
That burned my.
This man was asleep, and they shot him to kill him while his pregnant his pregnant girlfriend / wife was right there. Like,
that's just like, bro, just seeing the shit, seeing that scene when William O'Neill left the Black Panthers, when they left them there, when the police surrounded the headquarters, and he told the girl that he was gonna go on the rooftop to shoot from there.
And left. Oh, ugly boy.
And then them
they got arrested.
All them police came in, and Fred and his girlfriend put two and two together and saw they was gonna burn the headquarters down.
Right.
That scene was hard to watch, and seeing Fred Hampton get murdered, that was hard to watch too. This is like, I don't know how y'all white folks.
The hardest thing for me was seeing Algie get killed.
Oh yeah, that was hard too, man.
Like, this man,
he wanted to avenge the homie too.
Exactly.
He murdered the cop, but like
stayed too long and got murdered because he stayed too long, and it was just sad because it was like he didn't want to murder that damn cop. He was put in a bad position.
Yeah, he wanted to know what was going on with his friend, man. Like, that's all he wanted.
And this story happened in the 60s, right?
Yep.
This story happened in the 60s. Let's fast forward to 2021.
Oh yeah. Also, shout out to Teenage Chiron from Moonlight. He was in that movie too.
I ain't watched Moonlight, but whatever.
Right.
Hey, shout out to him. Hey, shout out to Algie, cause that's my boy. Ever since that New Edition movie.
Oh yeah, Algie. Yeah. Shout out that man.
Lil Real Howery, your role, I ain't like that. You could have, you might want to, you could have kept that. Well, I shouted out Lakeith, which is my bad because how could I shout out Lakeith and not shout out to Daniel Kaluuya? Look at that. Not the alcohol. Shout out to Daniel Kaluuya though. Like, really, like, he did a dope job. You know, he takes a lot of roles where he don't have good judgment. And like, I know this is like a biopic, but like, why he don't have good judgment in none of the movies he be in? Like, what's up with that? Why are they depicting so many black people without good judgment?
Alright, I ain't gonna lie, I was just half listening. Say it again.
Bad judgment. Daniel Kaluuya's characters. Get Out. Bad judgment. This movie. Oh, yeah. Bad judgment.
Black Panther.
Bad judgment.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Queen and Slim. Bad judgment. Like, he just takes roles with bad judgment. And why do they depict so many black people with bad judgment?
I'm not gonna lie. It's throwing me off a little bit because I didn't really recognize the bad judgment part until you
Queen and Slim. Oh, just
no, just in general. When you name all the movies that I think about, because I've seen every single last one of the movies. It's like I just thought I was like, damn, it really is bad judgment. Damn, I didn't realize. I did not realize that part.
He does.
I didn't realize that part.
And I want to do better roles. But speaking of bad judgment, we're gonna transition to the next topic, and that's going to be we all thought more black judgment, bad black judgment. Oh my God. We thought Joe Biden was going to do what he said he was going to do. And now Joe Biden has been in office for over a month. We ain't got no STIMMY. He told us we was getting a STIMMY as soon as we deliver him Georgia.
And then he said he wasn't going to give us the full STIMMY. He wanted to give us 14.
I don't even care at this point. Yes, that is a part of him lying. He said 2,000. Now they're talking about 14,000. But I just want the 14,000. I mean 1,400.
I take either
one.
one.
And they talk about some.
I'm taking either one.
Bro, I want the 2,000, but I will take the 1,400. Okay. But they talk about it. We ain't getting none of that shit yet.
Because it's still Congress that passed, but I guess Congress is holding that shit up, I guess.
So on top of that,
we just found out last night that Biden lied about the student forgiveness, and he says he doesn't want to do that.
$50K. The bill was presented for $50K per every person forgiveness. This man talking about, nah, I ain't gonna do that, because I think if you went to an elite school, you shouldn't get forgiveness, and I think the money should be used more towards primary education.
Bullshit!
Now, I can't disagree. However,
you already starting off bad.
They got money.
They got money. Acting real elite, man.
I don't know,
you
bro.
already starting off bad on your election, man. You see why people have a hard time trusting.
Funny under the light, Joe Biden.
It's month.
And you came from Obama's legacy, so I don't like that. Like, we voted for you with the thought that you would at least act with the integrity that Barack Obama had as president. And right now, what you're showing me is that you are just as weak as the orange agent that just left. Because let me tell you about the orange agent. Even though we didn't like what he said he was going to do, his dumb ass was in the office doing what he said he was going to do now. What you going to do, Biden? What you going to do? Because I don't like it.
These are not my personal views at all. These are Sam's views.
These ain't my views either. These are the views of the people. I'm just a spokesperson for the people. I'm inspired. I don't watch the Black Panther movie. You know, I love it. I'm just saying, bro, like, come on, bro, like, 50K, okay, cool. You don't gotta give, you said you was gonna give us 50K, but if you don't wanna do 50K, okay, cool. Do 30K, do something, because at the end of the day, I ain't paying them
Congress. You've been in power for like 40, 50 some years. How the hell you just claiming you can't do such and such? You know you can do that. You just don't want to do it. See, now, this is exactly the reason why I said this is exactly why people do not vote. Because too many folks do not trust these politicians, because these politicians do never have the best interest of the people. They always have their own personal agendas. And a lot of people, this is why they always talk shit about not voting these politicians. This is why they don't vote. And to all the people that's trying to collar this whole thing, that's trying to, you know, trying to tell people, give Joe time, this and that. It's like, dog. Like, Joe Biden so far, he's looking funny in the light. He's only been a month in, and he's already looking real funny in the light. And it's like, this is exactly why I did not like that full-fledged celebration that people were doing when Trump was leaving office. Now, granted, I understand that most of the celebration when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won, that was more so because of, you know, Trump is no longer the president. But niggas knew Joe Biden wasn't no better. And we on that lesser of two evils shit. And I said this before. If shit was to go left with Joe Biden, I don't want to hear not a soul complaining, because this was what people wanted. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all voted. You put your full trust in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. You put your full trust in politicians. And you see what's going on right now. And you talking about giving time and just holding them accountable. Dog.
Black Panther Party. Dog, let's do it. We coming back.
I mean, you know, I understand with that. I understand voting plays a role in this whole thing, but at the same time, it's like, there's got to be a whole other way. There's got to be another way, because it's got to be more to it than just voting. Because, like, it's damn near a wash and rinse cycle. It almost felt as though Georgia turning blue was almost damn near for nothing.
It is for nothing if I don't get this.
Because it looks good.
And if I don't get
looks good.
That looks
good that we did that, but what good is it when the leaders that we selected aren't making good on their promises that they made? We should have been had a STIMMY, a 2K STIMMY. We should have been had that. We should have had forgiveness on student loans. We should have had the world shut down so we can figure this COVID shit out. But none of that's happened. The only good thing goes is the vaccine supplies. But the vaccine supplies is going to be a slow-ass movement.
We can't even, the people that need the vaccines can't even get the vaccines right now.
All the rich motherfuckers got the vaccines first.
Where the educators
the ones that been anti-vaccine.
Why the educators can't get the vaccine? Make it make sense, boo. You over here talking about, all schools need to be open. Well, how you gonna open the schools if educators can't get vaccines? And I ain't here for it. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
At this point, I don't hold nothing up against, politics. Because again, politicians are not your friends, man. They're not your friends. Politicians are not your friends. They have their own motives. They have their own agendas. And, they look out for themselves and they look out for their own people. They don't look out for the American citizens. A lot of times, we're left for ourselves. Why do you think everything is going on with Texas? Why do you think all that's going on? Where the state government right there is basically saying they're on their own. All the power in the city is on, but all the power elsewhere is shut off. And they can easily use their power to save everybody else. But capitalism rules the world. And capitalism has America in a fucking headlock. Just like Quavo had that white boy in the headlock. I'll show you the picture. Hold on.
Nah, Quavo had somebody in the headlock. I know Trey Songz had somebody in the headlock.
No, but this is like old, like this one here.
Oh, that's a movie.
For the Noisy documentary.
Headlock.
Capitalism has America in a headlock. It has America looking so goddamn stupid, bro.
It is, cause I'm ready.
Especially how they acting with COVID, like trying to think everything's fine.
I'm trying to be the one.
They know shit's fucked up. They know shit's fucked up, and yet they still want to move like everything's all right and everything's all good. It ain't. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It ain't.
And on that note, I'm gonna say my favorite phrase. Life for me ain't been no crystal stuff. It ain't getting no better. Joe Biden, you fooled me, you fooled us. Kamala, what are you doing, Miss AKA? I don't understand
what you're doing. She been more quiet than normal. Feel like she been quiet.
Nah, the whole administration from the White House has been quiet compared to the last 4 years. Like, party over there? The White House been quiet. Like, they ain't been talking about nothing. I don't like the new White House, but whatever. Care to share? What that was about?
Nah, I saw a video from last year. Well, video of Jussie Smollett when
oh Lord,
when that whole incident happened.
The MAGA racism.
Quote unquote MAGA racism. But he's talking about, oh, I'm the gay Tupac.
Oh. I remember that. I mean, Tupac was gay, so. Oh, that wasn't common knowledge?
Tupac wasn't gay.
Well, we're going to save that for another episode as I debunk the theory of that. Shit, you said you wanted to talk about your free agency.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't on that wave yet, but...
Not yet. I'm surprised you
one day.
Well, as I've told the folks, I did a lot of thinking, especially as my 30th birthday just passed and everything I've been going on for the past several months. A lot of these things has been going on. This right here has been going on with podcasting and creative content. It's been in the making for quite some time. It's been in the making probably for a while now, because I got background in journalism. So, I've been writing, doing content for a while now. But, for the past, this past year, or last year, past several months, like the second half of 2020, I finally decided to really just jump out there with podcasting and doing my website, blogging and whatnot. And so my 30th birthday, right at my 30th birthday, I started to take things more seriously. And I was in a room in Clubhouse with one of my friends, was in the entrepreneurship room, and somebody had said in there, the perfect plan, about what about having a perfect plan. You pretty much talking about, having this quote unquote perfect plan and knowing when the right time it is to make the jump. And my friend basically said there honestly really is no perfect time to jump. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how perfect the plan is.
Because you're not gonna do it.
Because you could have a perfect plan, but if you don't jump, then you're just stuck in the situation. And so she basically was saying, if you actually have a plan that you really believe in, you might as well just jump. So hearing that, you know, I've heard quotes like that before, but it's stuck this time. And you know, being where I was at, I wasn't in a bad situation, but I knew, you know, I was, you know, I got stuff together, but I knew that if I wanted to get where I wanted to be at, you know, if you got to jump. And so I have a good, you know, I thought about it. I had a plan. And this plan has been building in my head for quite a while now. So, you know, just a little something to help me just with bringing in income and whatnot. So I just decided on February 1st of 2021, that was when I turned my 2 weeks notice in. And currently, I can't say where I'm waiting on though, where I'm waiting at, but I did apply for a specific job, but the job is, you know, right close to my field, right close to my the type of work I want to do. I applied there, and you know, I have to check again because it's been a while, but that's the type of job I want. But in the meantime, as of today, you know, well, for a while now, you know, I'm a free agent, and so, you know, I'll be out here, you know, doing Lyft on the side here and there, making my coins while I'm doing my content work and whatnot, and realizing, you know, I can make just as much of the same amount with Lyft. I can make the same amount with my job that I made in my job by doing Lyft each day. So I figure as long as, you know, I'm doing Lyft each day, that I can make this, like, make the same amount or a similar amount towards what I make in my job. You know, I can make it work. I can make it shake. And
fuck that job.
Yeah, but like I said, you have to have a plan you believe in that's gonna work. That's also the key. And so right now,
toss to that shit.
Hey man, toss.
Oh,
I'll say this.
Fuck that job, boy.
I'll say this though, you know, you have to just be okay. I just saw this post earlier today too. He says you have to be okay with just being. You have to be okay with not knowing what's gonna happen next, and pretty much that's where I'm at right now. You have to be okay with not knowing what's happening next, however, knowing that no matter what happens, things are going to work out in your favor. So that's basically where I'm at right now. So, you know, I mean, this week is pretty much my last week of getting my final payout for my actual day job. So I've been working, but, you know, I've been chilling a tad bit. But, like, after this week, you know, I'm fully 110% on my own, you know, until this opportunity I apply for kicks in, or I just find other opportunities and such. And so, you know, I'm just I'm not saying I'm not going through the motions, but I'm just gonna hustle, do what I can for the time being until this opportunity pops up that I want to have, because I feel like it fits me. It's gonna, you know, manifest within itself. And, you know, if that doesn't work, then, you know, like I said, as long as I have left, I can just find other opportunities. But again, it's like now, for me personally, the way I want to live my life, I'm going to live my life now is I want to live my life, planning my life around my goals, planning my life around my life, planning my life around my freedom, because, you know, for a while now, being in the working world, you know, it's a lot of folks.
That's goals for real.
Seeing a lot. I see a lot.
But I need my paychecks to be residual.
True.
That's what Nicki Minaj told me.
So I see a lot of folks in the work world, like, I mean, like, my old job at Coca-Cola, right? I see a lot of folks, we work in grocery stores, so working in grocery stores, just restocking product. I see a lot of folks in the grocery stores that are like, a lot of folks as merchandisers that work in grocery stores that are like my parents' age or my grandparents' age. They've been working in them spots for like, I'd say like 10, 15, 20 plus years, and it's just like, I just can't see myself doing something like that. Like, there's no knock to the job. Like I said, there's no knock to anybody. Just, you know, working a job. A job is a job at the end of the day. As long as you're getting your coins from that job, is all that matters. But I just know for me personally, it's got to be more to it than that, because, you know, if you don't plan, I know it's a lot of people out here, I see it daily, where it's just a lot of people who had dreams, but they put their dreams, they buried their dreams 6 feet under, like, they put their dreams in the grave for a job, just for security. The job don't even pay them like that. Job takes up most of your time. A job, you know, most of the time, a lot of this shit just be bullshit.
Right.
And it's like, I don't want to just be in a spot where, I don't want to be in a spot where I'm working at the same spot, I'm in the same position like 10, 15 years from now, regardless of how, you know, comfortable the job is. It's like, it's more to life than that.
Look,
so
it's Black History Month, right?
Yep.
So I gotta throw this Langston Hughes in there. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel you, bruh. Like, I ain't finna quit yet. When that shit coming,
like,
bruh.
man, you
like,
gotta take your time with it. When you know.
It's gonna come, but I'm loving the fact that, like, even though I do have a regular job, I love how my media is popping. Like, I'm getting booked every weekend for photo shoots. Like, I'm working.
Right.
It's just, you know, I like that guarantee check even better. Cause
I know, I feel on that. That guarantee check is comfortable, man. But you know, like I said, everybody's situation is different, and I do see that me wanting to actually, this is something for a while. I ain't gonna lie, I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, but I just didn't have the balls to do it at the time up to this point. No, it was to a point now when I had to meet. I was at a point in my life where even though everything was good, it was just you just get to a point in life where you're just tired. You're just tired of shit. You're just like, you know what, I'm just do it.
I feel you.
So,
and I'm proud of you. Like, I know we was lit this episode, and this kind of like one of those real ass moments, but like for real, bro, I'm proud of you, man. You
appreciate that, bro.
My boy JT, bruh.
I just know that, you know, there's something out there that's bigger than me, because I don't mean to get, you know, religious or whatever, but I know with God, like, God sees a lot of things for me that I might not see within myself. How I see it, you know.
Okay, so you were saying, I know your ass forgot.
Now you were saying speaking.
Oh, right. So like with faith, it's like you gotta believe that the stuff that we want to do is God pointing us into that direction. Like we just didn't, like for me and you, like we both wanted to do journalism, and we didn't just be like, oh yeah, I want to be a journalist. Like it was stuff that happened in our lives, and as we went about that pointed us to journalism.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit that happened in our lives. Like it might not have been journalism per se. Like I'll give you an example. Growing up, I would always, you know, live in fantasy. I saw that.
I know.
But, you know, I would always live in Fantasyland to where, you know, watching cartoons, watching anime, I would like write fictional stories, write mangas and shit like that. Not you writing mangas. Yeah, fictional stories, yeah. When I was young, when I was short.
Okay, JT.
And, you know, between that, liking, loving music, and like I said, joining journalism because I liked writing. I've been doing writing for quite some time. And so, you know, doing that and just writing, more so doing that. I got a degree on NASCOM, but like getting the actual legit professional job in that, I haven't gotten that yet.
Right.
Most of the time I've done writing or creative content through freelance. But literally it's from the past, I've been doing it for fun, but like, I took it sort of seriously, semi-seriously, like around 2015, 2016. But the podcast shit, I really took that seriously in 2018. But I didn't have my own shit.
Aren't you in NABJ?
Nah, Keon been wanting to get me in that shit. I'm wanting to get joined for the longest.
Like, okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, keep on.
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with prior to this has been in the making. Like I'll give you one example as well. I know during summer summer 17 and between summer 17 and like early 2018 whatnot, during that period, that was my period when I was experiencing unemployment. And you know, when I think about it now, like it kind of prepared me for this moment, because now I'm not really tripping on that anymore, because at the time, like I said, getting fired and being unemployed, I was like something I dealt with for the first time. I didn't really know what to do. I had what I needed to use, but I just didn't know at the time. But now you know, I know ways to make money. Like I have, you know, I can do Lyft, I can do extras casting. There's other things I can do to get money, you know. So now it's just, for me now, it's just having to put pedal to the metal. Like I know where I want to go. I know where I want to be. I just have to just put the work in, manifest the work, and just do the work, and just allow God to lead me to where I need to be. Because when you allow God to lead you where you want to be, you know what I'm saying, He'll put you. He gonna put you in some situations where you're gonna be like, damn, I was not expecting to be in this situation at all. So me, I just think, you know, I know this is serious for me because I'm risking, you know, I turned my 2 weeks in, I'm risking doing all this shit, and we're in the middle of a global fucking pandemic. When shit is just going all bad right now, and I'm still choosing to do this regardless.
Panoramic.
Panola Road.
Panasonic.
Panera Bread.
Oh, that's the one right there. But nah, like seriously though, it's crazy hearing your story because like for me it's kind of like that's why I feel like we gravitated towards each other for the podcast type shit because we kind of have similar stories. But I mean, I did actually work. I worked as a journalist for CNN. Mm-hmm. A journalist at the Valdosta Daily Times newspaper, and I also worked for Black Sports Online at a time or whatever. So I mean, I was, of course, BSO didn't pay, but I was getting paid to do journalism or whatever, and I thought that that's what I was drawn to. But once I started doing it, I realized that it wasn't really the journalism side of it that I liked. It was more so just the media side. Like being the media in entertainment and sports as opposed to news. Because like news is depressing as fuck.
That's why when I was in college, when I did journalism, like doing them news classes, where I was getting the idea of what news was, like a news station alone in itself, I was turned off by that shit.
I thought that was, and me, because like I said, I mean, God does point you into the way that you should go. Like, obviously, I have a personality or whatever, and when you're doing news, you can't have a personality. Like, they want you to have the news personality.
But like watching news is just depressing. All it is just talking about fucked up shit that's going on. It's been going on for like years and years and years. They just talk about bad shit that goes on in the city. Bad shit that goes on in neighborhoods, like robberies and what's going on in society and all types of shit. They just report on bad shit.
Right.
And they always used to talk about, you know, stay informed, watch the news, stay informed. And we're informed, but like, damn, I'm depressed watching news all the time. Why the fuck do I have to watch this every day? I'm not watching this shit. The fuck I gotta watch this shit for?
I feel you, bro. So, I just want y'all to know that y'all finna be seeing a lot more of us. We're gonna start getting to the point where, like I said, we got our live audience, you know, clap it up. Y'all did awesome. Whoop, whoop. And we're gonna get to the point where we're gonna start having a guest, maybe a guest or two or whatever. So, y'all just be on the lookout for more from Hot Sauce. And shout out to my boy JT, his Just JT brand. Shout out to Passive Pen Media. We love to see it.
New black creators in the making. You know, you gotta fuck with us.
You know, I know it's at the end. I probably should have did this shit at the beginning, but shout out to Press by Cara Nails. If you need nails did. If you need your nails kit, I don't got them because I don't do that. Shout out to South Center. But if you need that, Press by Cara, hit us up. I got you. She has amazing nails. They're dope. And shout out to my boys at JTP TV because they keep my Eating Sports Chat going. You know, that's the studio I do my stuff in. And anybody want to shout out, boy?
All right. Since you want to shout out, you know, your homie, yes, I want to shout out my homie who didn't call me as well, who does the same thing. Bree Janelle. Well, it's not her name, but that's her brand. My homie, Bree Janelle. Bree. fuck with her. She also dope as hell with the nails as well. So get right with her.
Nah. That present. Hit out that first by car though.
We ain't gotta make this. We don't gotta make this a competition, man. Everybody can
eat.
Everybody
hit the homie here. Hit the homie here. And hit my homie as well. Whichever one you want, pick for yourself. But yeah, fuck with my homie Bree on the nail side of things. Who else I want to shout out? I want to shout out my guys at Barber's Chair Network. Some real niggas. I fuck with y'all. Shout out my nigga Scott. No, they're a black content.
Oh!
I worked them before. So I want to shout out my nigga Scott, my nigga Dante, my nigga Larry, my nigga Damien, Flows, Pierce, a lot of y'all niggas I fuck with y'all. I started with them. And who else I want to shout out? I want to shout out all the black creatives in Atlanta. I want to shout out my nigga Kodak, Big Homie House. What's down? What's happening?
You do be talking to him on Twitter all the time. Who is that?
Kodak. He went to Clark, Atlanta. Like he works with Big Facts podcast with DJ Screen.
Oh, okay.
He works with that Big Homie podcast. I want to shout out him.
Oh, we shout out people like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl, Coco Kids. Keep me booking busy. Shout out to my motherfucking boy, pretty boy Tank. You in that bit. Goddamn, shout out to my boy B.A.5, because you already know.
Shout out all the real niggas and shit. All right.
Real nigga, content creators, black content creators.
I'm gonna shout out some of my creative homies. All right, I'm gonna shout out my nigga Dante. I'll tell his own tell you fuck with him. I want to shout out Steve-O from Carolina. Shout out my homie See as well. I want to shout out my homie Janae.
Girls.
Janae Brown.
Girls. Let me tell y'all want that makeup? Do y'all want that makeup? Shout out to M Love. That's MLUV.